Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key nervous, but I'm not trying to be because, like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Or like how I usually say, does that make sense? Like, does it make sense? Make it make sense, because I'm usually not a shy person. I'm actually very social, and I gotta stop using my hands. Oh my god. Okay. Not only is this not my first time filming, trying to film my first ever, you know, introduction, YouTube video, whatever you want to call it, right? This is my third attempt. And I say that because, like, my first two attempts were 2 years ago, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. I do have a little bit of footage of each one that I filmed but never completed, right? So there's that. And then I also did a little bit of like vlogging, right? Like, you know, I did it mainly when I went, I had like a family trip to Ocean City, Maryland. And so I did a little bit of, you know, vlogging, filming of that trip. So I have that. But yeah, I never really got to really watching it and putting it together, if that makes sense, right? So this is my third attempt at a first video for YouTube. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably been maybe about a year since I posted on my Instagram story, pretty much asking those that, like, you know, are following me on Instagram, pretty much asking for, like, you know, suggestions, ideas of what my first YouTube video can be about. And, you know, I was given a lot of good ideas. There was one in particular that definitely stood out to me, and it was basically just me, you know, explaining as to what I want to accomplish with, you know, this journey, right? This new experience, right? In general, like, even the editing portion of a video, like, I'm not gonna lie, I tried, like, when I tried filming the one video I made, right, it was just me doing an unbagging for a makeup subscription I had a while back. I tried editing it, and it took me a little too long. The video was not too long. It was probably within like 10 minutes, which is exactly what I kind of want to accomplish when it comes to, like, at least for now, the way I'm starting off, right? I'm not trying to do crazy long videos because I honestly don't know if I can, at least with like editing and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it took some time when I attempted to edit that one first video. But just going back to where, you know, like the ideas of like, oh, what could be my first YouTube video, right? So for a while, right, I've been debating on starting something like this. For me, you know, growing up, my mom, fun fact, ready, my mom, she used to record me, my sister, when we was living in New York, right? There was a ton of VHS tapes that my mom had. They were stored at my aunt's house, but then they got infested with cockroaches. So they infested the tapes, so that made them want to just toss them out. So I don't have any footage of me when I was little anymore. I did at some point, but I didn't know about it, if that makes sense. The only thing that I actually have and preserve now are photos, right? Photos that I have of me when I was a kid, with my dad, my mom, when life was simpler, right? Simpler times. I'm not gonna lie, it made me sad when I first heard about it, because I asked my mom, right? I was curious, because like a lot of people, till this day, still preserve a lot of like childhood home made videos, movies that their parents or relatives filmed of them. So I, you know, I asked my mom, and she, you know, she told me that. And so I was pretty bummed, right? I really wanted to see and compare really how I was back then versus now, right? Obviously there's a huge difference. I was a whole little kid versus now. I am now 23, going on to 24 in a couple months. What my main focus on starting this new journey is pretty much just filming my life. You know, taking control of what I want to preserve myself, and you know, Obviously, like, I love makeup and really like lifestyle stuff, vlogs. Like, I love watching that kind of stuff. I like that. I like watching that kind of content. That's my kind of favorite content to watch on YouTube. It's like the main stuff I watch when I go on there, besides, you know, listening to music and like music videos and, you know, the Cheeseman channels or whatever. Like, I like that, so I wanted to do that for myself. Another thing that made me want to start this YouTube journey, I was watching a movie the other night, or a couple nights really. It's that movie called Edward Scissorhands. And when I first saw it, I'm not gonna lie, at first I was like, what is this? Like, what is this about? Whatever. I really enjoyed everything about it. The music, the characters, the plot, everything. Like, I loved it. But what mainly stuck out for me was the fact that, like, yeah, it obviously, when it was filmed, Johnny Depp and Winona were young. So, like, looking at them, the way they looked back then, the fact that they have this project that they worked on together, the fact that it exists, it's out there for them to rewatch and relive that moment, relive those, you know, youth years, I guess you could say. I don't know. They could rewatch themselves at that time, compared to, obviously, now they're a lot more older. And so, like, you know, I find that fascinating, and I absolutely love to kind of do the same thing for me, where, okay, I'm 23 now, ponle que in like 20 years from now, you know, yeah, I might have like a couple of pictures on my page and, like, you know, memories saved on Snapchat, but that's like my eyes only. Or at least the Snapchat one is my eyes only unless I choose to post it. Same thing with Instagram, it's really just pics. I don't really post videos like that. Then there's obviously TikTok, that also kind of does that for me. But obviously TikTok, when I first started, it was 15-second videos. So they, obviously that's not long enough to really keep a convo going or even have a convo and really like talk about stuff, right? They're fun for like I said, they're shorter takes of my life, right, that I choose to post out and publicly let others see. With YouTube, I'll be able to, you know, I talk a lot. Obviously, you could tell that I talk a lot. I could keep a combo going for the longest, and I never know when to stop until someone really tells me to stop, which is funny. But I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather be that kind of person than not be someone that doesn't speak at all or doesn't even want to engage in conversation. I used to actually be like that, so I kind of changed my ways, you know, as I grew. Besides that, like I said, what I would love to do with this channel really is to reflect on how much I grow from when I start to where I'll be in like 5, 10, 15 years from now. You know what I mean? Compared to how I started when I started doing makeup and stuff, like, I definitely improved, and there's still, you know, space for improvement, you know what I mean? And I would love to grow from that, right? And so how can I grow from that? Well, reflecting on, you know, videos that I will gladly put out there, you know what I mean? And of course, another reason is obviously because, like, I would love to post, you know, get ready with me, and like, because, like, obviously everybody has their own like routine. Like, obviously this is my personal look, this is the way I like to look, and this is the way I want to look. So I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun to do that, because I know I've had a couple of like friends and like coworkers that have told me, like, oh my god, how do you do that? You should really like post about that or something one day. I've been told multiple times to start something like this. I feel like that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to starting this journey with you all, and I hope that you as well would like to join me in this journey, this thing we call life, right? Definitely, I wanted to throw out there real quick, throw me some ideas, some suggestions, whatever you want to see from me, you know, even if it's ideas that other people have already done. I mean, like, everyone's different, you know, like I said, I get ready with me, like, obviously it's gonna be different with me. If that's something you're interested in, cool. I think that's it. I feel like I'm missing something, but I can't put my finger on it. Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna forget something. I don't want to forget, because then I'm gonna have to add in a voiceover, and I feel like that's gonna be extra work. Like, oh my god. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Todo derecha, todo derecha. Trust me, the ideas are endless. Like, throw me anything. I'm gonna try my best to do what I can. I think that's about it. This is gonna be interesting to edit. I already know I'm gonna cringe like crazy, but you know what? Fuck it. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to obviously cut that out. No, not really. I'm gonna leave it in there. Cause I mean, it is what it is. I hope I'm speaking loud enough for you to hear me too. That's the other thing too. I don't have like a mic. I probably should cop one, right? But I don't have a mic, so I'm trying my best to speak as loud and clear as I can, so y'all can hear me. I think that's about it. I keep saying that's about it, and next thing you know, I want to keep talking and keep talking. You see what I'm saying? Like, I talk too much, and I need to learn when to callar, you know? So, what the fuck? I thought something fell on me. I was about to scream. I'm scared. I'm so scared. No, I don't be doing this. That's, cut that out. Okay, I'm done.